What's up guys, it's RJ. I'm back with another YouTube video for you guys. Today's video is going to be all about like weaves, like closures, frontals. I know a lot of people wonder like, should I leave hair out? What is a closure? What is a frontal? How do they both work? Like how does this whole weave game go? Okay, so like you can't just go to your stylist and be like, how much for a weave? A weave. It's not just a one-size-fits-all thing. Do you want a natural part, like minimal leave out? Do you want like a partial where you can part your hair different, like different ways that you can put up in a ponytail? Do you not want to be able to put it up in a ponytail? Like what matters to you and what doesn't matter to you? That's really important, for you to tell your stylist what's important for you and what's not so important. Like, so just be very clear on like what you want with your stylist when it comes to a weave. So let's talk about like leave outs versus closures versus leave outs versus closures versus frontals. Off top, I just feel like if this is your first weave and you want something to look really natural, you want something to look like the most like your actual natural hair, then I feel like you need to leave hair out all the way completely, like no questions about it, because when you're new to weaves and you just don't know how you're gonna do with from having all your hair out and being able to do everything that you're able to do, then going to all your hair put away and now you can only maneuver it this way, or you have to wear it this way, or your part can only be here, or whatever the case may be. A stylist can literally leave out like a 4-inch by like maybe 5-inch panel of your hair at the top just for it to cover your part, and maybe even smaller than that if you have really thick hair. The majority of your hair will still be protected and you will have the most natural looking, growing out of your scalp looking hair and hair weave that you could imagine. I don't know how many of my friends were like, I would never wear a weave and I don't need a weave and weave this, weave that, like blah 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 about a weave, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. They got their first weave and they were hooked, and I mean hooked. So if you've been wearing sew-ins for a while, you're used to getting a leave out, you have that. Most people that have been wearing leave out for a long time, they have that, what you call, and I got this from one of my old salon owners. She used to call it sacrificial hair. Where you leave your hair out, it's always like a little bit shorter. Some of y'all it's like a lot of bit shorter, but most of y'all it's like a little bit shorter than the rest of your hair. You're constantly flat ironing it, trying to get it to blend and lay smooth and like whatever, which is cool, but there's a way to do that also without killing your hair. So if you have been wearing sew-ins for a long time and you're thinking it's time, like I need to put all my hair away, like I don't know what, but my hair needs a break, I done switched my part from the center to the side to the other side, like my whole front is getting short at this point, like it'd be looking like a mullet and you just be feeling like I can't do this no more, I need to put it all away. Oh, you know what? I forgot to mention something else too. There's like another kind of closure, which is like the basic top closure. Circle around in it. I mean, I do those, but the only time I do those, I feel like, is if you're gonna get like the shiner bang, and if you place that closure like right on point. Back to lace closures. I feel like that would be the next step from a leave out. Even if you put the lace closure in the middle of your head, you can still get a few different parts out of it. You know what I mean? Like they make a lot of different ones now because they try to save money, like where it's like a bunch of tracks and like a little bit of lace like this big, and it's just like, I feel like that's pointless. If you really want your hair to look like red carpet hair all the time, if you want your hair to look like you're walking down the red carpet, you want it to look like you just stepped out of the salon, fresh, flowy, I feel like you should invest. But closures can also look just as natural as like having leave out if the right person installs it, if it's treated properly before it's installed, and like just some little tips and tricks that like the average person doesn't know when they're installing a closure. So it's just like you just gotta walk before you run, you gotta crawl before you walk. The crawl would be the leave out, the walk would be maybe the closure, and then the run would be probably the frontal. Frontals have taken over the beauty industry right now. There's nothing wrong with frontals, but they're definitely not for everybody. Like their forehead isn't big enough. Some people just don't have the right anatomy for frontals, and then if you try to just make it work or whatever, it just won't look as well. So basically a frontal is like a 12 by 4 inch ear to ear You cut it around your ears to, you know, your custom measurement, and then it comes back about 4 inches or 5 inches depending on who you get it from. Virtually, it's supposed to look like, if it's done right, it looks fucking flawless. It looks amazing. Like, you can do high buns, low buns, ponytails, half up, half down, baby hair slick, toss it this way, toss it that way. It's pretty much like 100% your hair. Even like when you put frontals on wigs, like, it's just amazing. I feel like frontals and closures, I just feel like a frontal's a little bit overkill. You know, I feel like a closure does the job, and a frontal is just a little bit overkill. All in all, if you want the most natural looking hair, I would definitely go with just leaving your own hair out, because then your hairline looks perfectly natural because it's actually your hairline, you know what I mean? Frontals are just like, if you're gonna get a frontal, you just need to know that you're gonna have to take some time, some plucking, some swooping, some gel to make it look flawless. With a closure, especially with one of my installs, like with the closure, once I put it in and I put the part and pluck it and do what I gotta do, that's it. It's gonna stay there. The only thing that's gonna happen when it grows out is it's probably gonna slide back like any other body's weave. So that's just my take on the whole, should I leave my natural hair out? Should I braid it up for a closure? Should I braid it up for a frontal? Thank you guys for watching this video. Please follow me on my social media, Twitter and Instagram as RJ Does My Hair. Also follow me on Snapchat at I'm Evan. That's IIMEVAN. I'll have the link somewhere in the bottom or in the top or the side corner, wherever. Hope you guys all have a good day or night or afternoon whenever you're watching this.